Today we're going to be talking about the principle of changing the script if you don't like what you're experiencing, as opposed to trying to change what it is that you are experiencing. Now, this is a mindset, a hack almost, that all of your favorite content creators within this space use. And when you start to apply it on command, you win. You just simply win the process of manifestation. And with that comes being able to create the things that you truly desire to experience. Now, don't get me wrong. I completely understand what it's like to be on the defense when manifesting, trying to change something that's happened and sort of remove it, go over there sort of thing, as opposed to being proactive and conscious with your manifestation so you don't experience it in the first place and so that you do experience what you want to. So if you want to get yourself from trying to remove things and being on the defense over to being proactive and on the attack, then you need to start changing the script as opposed to changing the experience, as I'm going to be talking about today. But who am I and why can I even talk on this subject? Well, I've been helping people for many years, just like you, to manifest changes in their lives, as you'll see here from some of the success stories. These are people that also struggled with their experiences and wanted to learn how to change the script so they could finally experience what they want. So if I could help all of them and myself in my own journeys, I can help you as well. So if that's something that you feel you need in a channel, it would be of massive benefit to you to subscribe to this one and be sure to click that bell icon when you do. But thank you so much for your time. Now let's get actually into this video. So what's actually meant by changing the script? Well, your subconscious mind is the creative power of your reality. What you are aware of being true, what you think, what you feel, your awareness, is taken in by the subconscious mind, amalgamated together, and then pushed out for you to experience. Think of your subconscious mind like a program, and the script that is fed to it is the coding that is on it, which creates said program. If you don't like whatever that program is producing, you don't change the thing, you change the coding in the background. It's just, for example purposes, a website. The coding is put into the program builds the website based on that coding. If you don't like something that's on the website, you don't try and change the live version of the website, because you can't. You go into the coding and go, oh, I don't like the color there, let me change that part of the script. I don't like the way that button highlights, let me change that part. And then you put it through the program again, goes live, changes are made. Your subconscious mind is the exact same thing. Reality is the exact same thing. So where all of the coaches and the people in the books and all these kind of things succeed at is they stop looking at what is out there and getting their grubby little fingers in the way to be like, oh, you change. They stop forcing their reality to shift and instead go inward where the coding is and change what they are residing within, i.e. changing their thoughts, changing their feelings, changing their choices and their actions to benefit the new outcome as though it is true. Instead of being on the reactive, i.e. this thing has happened, let me then scream and shout and hope that it hears me, or let me message 10 times because they've left me on red or things like that, they go inward. What do I want to experience? What's the step-by-step plan for how I can create this? I go inward. I found the coding that I don't like, being left on red. What would I rather instead? Being messaged. Okay, so let me stop going, oh, they keep leaving me on red. Oh, they're just never going to respond. Oh, it's been 10 weeks since I last heard from them. Let me delete that coding and instead go inward and say, they're currently messaging me. We are in consistent and loving communication. I hear from them all the time. Our conversations are extremely enjoyable and we have them regularly. They change the thoughts that they keep going back to and they decide a new outcome. Once they start making those new thoughts and deciding that new outcome, they have the trust and faith that it is happening. With consistency in doing so, their subconscious mind absorbs that new story. Oh, hang on a minute, we're in consistent communication. Let me make that happen. And it makes it happen. So when it comes to trying to manifest changes in your life, whether it's appearance, whether it's person, whether it's self-concept, whether it's job, whether it's money, house, anything that you want to change, stop putting so much importance on what presently is in front of you. Stop reacting to what presently is in front of you. Understand it and accept it, absolutely, because you don't want to bottle any feelings in. You don't want to put yourself in harm's way for whatever reason. So understand it and accept it, but don't react to it. As best as possible, become indifferent to it, and instead go inward, find the thing that is creating it, i.e. the feelings that you keep going back to, or the thoughts that you keep having, and change those at the source in consciousness. As I gave you the example of a second ago, be consistent with that. Be consistent with being indifferent to the 3D, accepting and moving past, not reacting, but instead going inward, finding the coding that you don't like, changing it, i.e. the thoughts or the feelings, to match your new ones. Let the subconscious mind run through that new coding with consistency, and it will push it out for you to experience. Because your reality is not a solid construct separate from you. You are deciding, whether through general assumptions or super specific ones, what you experience. But it all comes down to consciousness. Even the actions you take are decided within consciousness first. So everything that you experience is a result of consciousness. So why on earth would you not go back to the root cause of everything and change it there, as opposed to trying to mess around with what's here? If you want changes in your reality, you don't change reality, you change the production line of reality. You change what you're feeding your subconscious mind, which is what it pushes out there. Go back to the root cause, change the script. You want to know why all the coaches that you watch seem so confident and, in a lot of cases, full of themselves, sometimes myself included? It's because we're not looking at what's out there and justifying based on that. We're going back in here and saying, I can make that happen by going in here. I can go in here and get more money. I can go in here and get that relationship. I can go in here and get XYZ thing. So of course, when everything's happening through you, why wouldn't you be confident? Why wouldn't you be certain in yourself? Why wouldn't you just trust that no matter what's out there, whether it's a mean comment, whether it's a loss of subscribers, or whatever sort of YouTubers may be concerned about when doing videos, you don't care, because you know you can just make it go the opposite way. And that's why every coach that you watch, or at least the vast majority of them, have that air of confidence about them. Because they are. Because they know that reality for them happens through here, not out there. When they step into that God self, of course they're going to be confident. Of course they're going to be as self-assertive and self-assured. That's what you should aim to be as well, by changing the script that you are feeding your subconscious mind. You really can have everything. It just takes the consistency to make it happen. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, by all means, let me know. Drop a like and a comment. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be sure to click that bell icon. And if you're sick of your experiences and sick of just struggling through the process, I can help you. Like I said, I've helped hundreds of people before. There's no reason why I can't help you as well. So from this moment forward, go check out my website, go check out the membership. There are tons of things to help you on a one-to-one basis. Definitely something there for everyone. So go have a look, see what fits you, and I really look forward to working with you. But thank you so much for your time today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.